Republican senators have disclosed a list of names of Obama administration officials they say may have received unmasked Americans named in intelligence documents. Former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn was mentioned in some of the reports. Capitol Hill correspondent Erik Rosales has more now.
Owen, as the National Security Agency monitors terrorist threats, sometimes their net catches terrorist targets talking to U.S. citizens. In their reports, that U.S. citizen's identity is then masked or kept out.
That U.S. person's name is masked or protected by being referred to as U.S. Person 1, U.S. Person 2, U.S. Person 3. So when you see these reports, to understand the context and the importance of what's going on, you almost have to have the actual name.
Yesterday, Republican Senator Rand Paul announced several officials from President Obama's administration were on that list, including former Vice President Joe Biden. At that time, U.S. officials were scrutinizing Russian interference in the 2016 election. Former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn later pleaded guilty to lying to the FBI about conversations during the presidential transition period with Russia's then U.S. Ambassador Sergei Kislyak. Senator Paul says the requests were political.
This is Vice President Biden using the spying powers of the United States to go after a political opponent.
The Democratic candidate for president said, quote, all normal procedures were followed. Democrats and Republicans agree Joe Biden and other officials had the authority to request the American's identity and did so through proper channels.
This unmasking is really a normal process. It's a legal process, but in most instances it'd be people in the intelligence community that would be asking for the unmasking.
But Republicans tell me more information is needed.
I'm ready for Congress to do its job. And I'm not talking about hearings that drag out over months. I'm talking about line them up. If we got to subpoena folks, we got to subpoena folks.
Former Director of National Intelligence James Clapper was asked by CNN if he's willing to testify remotely. He said yes. Clapper was among those who asked for Flynn's identity. From the Capitol, Erik Rosales, EWTN News Nightly.